I won't keep you here long tonight. It'll be quick. What's the message after today's game?
I think the message is pretty simple that you don't win a lot of hockey games in the Western Conference in the OHL if you don't outwork the team you're playing against. So, give the Knights a lot of credit. They came in and they competed shift after shift, period after period, and we couldn't consistently match their competitiveness tonight.
Are there any positives that you take from the game?
Positives are we have 2 kids going to the U17, and Caden Aucoin and Brenner Lamans, and we're super proud of them. And
the record on the road seems to be better for the team. Is there more pressure when we're at home versus on the road? Does that have any contribution?
I don't think there's any extra pressure to play at home. I think when you go on the road, sometimes maybe you play a simpler game early on. I'm not sure. Normally it's great playing at home because you practice here all the time. You have your dressing room, and you look at the game the other night. You look at our last couple games. We played very well at home. We just didn't get some of the results. Tonight feels like a step backwards than where we were kind of going in the right direction. So I don't really put a lot of stock in home or away because we're supposed to play the same way night in and night out. And it's not easy to consistently play that way, but it's what we expect. It's what we demand, and it's what our culture is about.
What are your thoughts on the penalty kill today?
Well, I thought it was good. It was 2 for 2. I know our power play is struggling a little bit right now, but I think it's just a matter of maybe just simplifying it a little bit, getting a few more pucks to the net, finding some second opportunities, some rebounds. I know the guys put a lot of work in practice to practice. I know Mace puts a ton of video in and has worked a lot with the guys. And tonight was probably the first night it didn't really look super dangerous. The other nights it was dangerous. We had some opportunities and couldn't score. So I think it's still a bit of a work in progress, but we're getting there.
Fish, what's your role as captain tonight? In a game like today, do you take on any additional roles helping the guys out?
Sorry, can you say that again?
As captain, do you take on any additional responsibilities or roles in a game like today?
Yeah, maybe. I don't really look at it like that, right? We've got a locker room full of guys, so everybody's trying to battle and do their own part. I try to just go out there and do my part and just try hard, right? Like I think that if that's a goal for everybody, then we'll start having more success.
I guess Fish. Alan said maybe today it worked a little bit. That obviously hasn't been an issue lately for the guys. What do you take away from this recent stretch of how well the guys have been playing lately?
How well we've been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right today, before the game we talked about how hard this team works, right? Like you look up and down their lineup, and you look up and down ours. There's not, it's not exactly a mismatch, right? So I think that we didn't start the way we wanted to. I don't think that I don't think the compete was there. I think it was there at times, but against a team that plays this way, like right. And teams going to the finals 3 years in a row, right? They know how to play the right way. So for us to kind of come out and we got to find a way to match that. And tonight we didn't.
And again, kind of running the gauntlet lately with this schedule. How are the guys approaching the last few and then what you've got coming up?
Yeah, I think we have a fairly new team, but I think maybe lately we're a little bit anxious, but I think at the end of the day, look at our last stretch of games. Aside from tonight, we've been playing some really good hockey. A couple bounces, maybe it looks a little bit differently, but the last stretch last weekend was great. Friday against Brantford, I think maybe we deserved a little bit better, but tonight we got what we deserved.
And today, what is it like keeping the spirits up when, like I said, you're playing well and maybe not getting rewarded every night?
Yeah, I mean, right now we got to focus on Owens on Wednesday. So work hard in practice tomorrow, work hard in practice Tuesday, and just get ready to go. There's 68 games. We got to find a way to elevate every single game. And tonight we took a little bit of a step back. So it's on us against Owens on Wednesday to take another step forward.
Al, is Brenner healthy for the U17?
Yes, he's healthy. He's healthy for U17. Caden had a little bit of a little maintenance day today. He's been playing a lot of hockey and a few little small bumps and bruises that he got to heal today and the other day. And Brenner had a small upper body little tweak that wasn't serious. He could have played tonight, no problem. But we figured it's probably best to have him fresh going right out there because it's an amazing experience for those two young men that they're going to get to go there and kind of set the foundation for their Hockey Canada journey if they play well. So we wanted to make sure they were set up for success when they went there.
Where do you just expand just a little bit on what you've seen from the two of them this year and how they've been playing for you?
Sorry?
What if you could just expand a little bit on the two guys going out to the U17 and what you've seen from them this year as rookies?
Yeah, I mean, I think for two 16-year-olds, Caden in particular, coming in and playing a position as a D-man that's typically not the easiest spot. You can get exposed a little bit when you're 16, but he moves his feet very well. Smart player, sees the ice. He's very competitive. I think he's played. Probably averages 13 to 14 minutes for us. Has played some power play time. Plays on the kill. Like he's a solid, well-rounded defenseman, and he works hard off the ice, and a really nice young man. And then Brenner's coming in, plays a little bit of a game that is a little bit tougher at 16 to kind of implement in our league right now. But I think his attitude, his work ethic, and his commitment. And his commitment is he's going to be just fine when he comes back. This U17 tournament, we're hoping, just kind of springboards him with a little bit extra confidence when he comes back, because they both get to go and measure themselves up to the best in Canada this week.